Okay, today is Module 4, Lesson 34, the last lesson in Module 4. So, tomorrow night when you're studying for your end of module assessment, you can completely empty and clean out your math binders. Come to school on Monday with an empty binder, and I will give you everything you need for Module 5. Okay? Today's lesson should look very familiar. We did review it a little bit a couple weeks ago. So let's get started. Caleb has at least $5. How would we write that as an inequality? If Caleb has at least $5. So does that mean he could have 4? He has at least 5. So could he have 4? Could he have 5? Yeah. Could he have 6? Yeah. Could he have 7? Yeah. So it looks like he could have 5 or more. So anything Caleb, I knew I was saying it wrong and I couldn't fix it. Caleb has more or equal to $5. So if he has $5, we put that on our graph. But he could also have anything more than that. So we extend our arrow to the right. We did do this. We put the arrow to show that it keeps going. So any point on this line would make that inequality true. We could replace C with any point along that line, and it would make that inequality true. Tariq has more than $5. So could he have 6? Yeah. Could he have 7? Yeah. Could he have 5? No. So Tariq has more than $5. So how am I going to plot my 5 on my number line? Because it does not include 5. What are we going to do?
Put in an circle.
Right, an open circle. Open circle because it does not include 5. Vanessa has at most $5. So could she have 5?
Yes.
She could. Could she have 4?
Yes.
3?
Yes.
So she has less than or equal to 5. So because it could equal 5, we use a closed circle and anything less than that. So Li Chen has less than 5. Does he or she have 5? No. So open circle, less than, I'm going to use an X, less than 5. Because I don't want to use an L, because it could look like a 1. And I don't want to use a capital, because we don't really use capitals for our variables unless it's representing a formula. You could use C if you want. And just use X, because usually we see X as our variable of choice. Yes. All right, let's take a look at this. Kelly works for Quick Oil Change. If customers have to wait longer than 20 minutes for the oil change, the company does not charge for the service. The fastest oil change that Kelly has ever done took 6 minutes. Show the possible customer wait times in which the company charges the customer. How long is this going to take? I got to get my kids to soccer. I got to get home. Dancing with the Stars is starting. How long is this going to take? Well, the fastest it could take is 6 minutes. And I promise to have it done within 20 minutes because I'm not doing this for free. So it could take anywhere from 6 to 20 minutes, sir. So it could be done in 6 minutes to 20 minutes and anything in between. So we plot that with 2 endpoints. Now how would I write that as an equation? X is everything greater than or equal to 6, but X is also less than or equal to 20. So we can have 2 inequality symbols. when you have two inequality symbols in an expression like that, they're always going to be going in the same direction. Any questions on how we wrote that?
Why does it always have to be the same way?
Because x can't be greater than 4 and be greater than 9. How could it be greater than 4 and greater than 9? Like it just doesn't make a lot of sense. It's like usually in between the two things. Gurnaz has been mowing lawns to save money for a concert. Gurnaz will need to work for at least 6 hours to save enough money, but he must work less than 16 hours this week. Write an inequality to represent this situation, and then graph the solution.
6, 14.
Well, at least 6. So he can work 6 hours, but then less than 16. Well, it could be 15 and a half. It could be 15.9999999. So how am I going to show less than 16? Open circle on the 16, and then anything in between he can work. So he could work greater than or equal to 6, but less than 16. Okay, try the first two by yourself. These only have one quantity. These only have one quantity. So Blayton is at most 2 meters above sea level. So at most 2. 2 is the highest elevation Blayton is at. So you have to plot it and write your inequality. So the most is 2, and then everything less. So Blayton is less than or equal to 2. Edith must read for a minimum of 20 minutes, which means she has to read 20 minutes or more. So she has to read 20 minutes or more. So Edith is greater than or equal to 20 minutes. Any questions on those two?
Is that like greater than or equal to what is that like? It looks like it's C from here. Yeah, it also looks like C. I'm not sure.
E is greater than or equal to 20. Try the next 3 now. Now number 5 is an extension of number 4. So 4 and 5 are related. Okay. Travis milks his cows each morning. Did all of you remember to milk your cow before you came to school today?
Yes.
So Travis milks his cows every morning. He has never gotten less than 3 gallons of milk. However, he always gets less than 9. He has never gotten less than 3. So that means he gets 3 or more, but he always gets less than 9. So it's
The unfilled in.
right, the open circle, because he doesn't get 9, it's always less than 9. So 3 less than or equal to x less than 9. So that's the inequality that you write. Remember when you see inequality in the directions? Inequality means you're using your greater than or less than symbols. Oops, I wrote that one backwards. Rita can make 8 cakes for a bakery each day. All right, well, that's just a fact. That's not what we're going to plot. So far, she has orders for more than 32 cakes. All right, that's just a quantity. Right now, Rita needs more than 4 days to make all 32 cakes. Now, I don't like this question. It's a little misleading. Are we plotting the 32 cakes or more?
No.
Or the 4 days or more?
Yes.
We know it's the 4 days or more because they gave us the number line already labeled. I was actually in Albany last year being trained on the modules, and the teacher that wrote that question was there. And she couldn't even remember which way she meant it. She realized it was a poorly worded question, which it happens. I make that mistake on a test here and there too. Like, I know what I mean.
That's
Right? So this one we are going to graph more than 4 days. So does she need 4 days? No, she needs more than 4 days. 4 days isn't enough because she can do 8 a day. But she has more than 32 cakes. So 8 times 4 is 32. That's not enough. She needs more than 4 days. But we don't want these cakes to go bad. Whoops. Okay, so she needs more than 4 days. But we don't want these cakes to go stale, and they have to be ready in time for the birthday party and the wedding and whatever else they're doing, or the baby shower that they're getting ready for. So she has more than 4 days, but they have to be done in 7 days or less. So that's going to be a closed circle for that. So 4 is less than or equal to x, less than or equal to 7. Any questions on that one? Okay, we're actually going to stop it here.